Hello everyone, this is Mira, and this is a matchup video against Cammy. So Cammy, it's kind of annoying. It's kind of an annoying matchup, not gonna lie. But she doesn't have much, she doesn't have a lot of health and a lot of stun. So, and Laura, is exceptionally good at dishing out that, so it's definitely doable. You just have to know, the little nuances. So she can stand roundhouse a lot of your fireballs from certain ranges and trade and get a spiral arrow after this. Sure, she can be late, and if she messes up the spacing, but it comes out pretty fast. So this is a pretty reliable trade for Cammy, depending on depending on spacing and whatnot, you know. But yeah. So just something to be aware of. She can also sweep under your fireballs from certain ranges. But the thing about the sweep, the range isn't fantastic. See, it's even from here, it doesn't hit. So you can kind of space her out. The thing is, you have to remember that Laura moves forward with her fireballs. But see, from this spacing, you can try to, there we go. Kind of feint her out. It's pretty good, though. Her sweep is pretty good at getting under. It's not bad at all at getting under that. She can also heavy DP. I've actually had instances where it traded a bunch, though, with her, and, sometimes it just loses because she loses invul frames and is just in the fireball, which is kind of funny. But yeah, she has decent options to get around the fireball. And of course, one of the most annoying options is, even if I'm, doing that is, the dive kick. So the thing with the dive kick, you have to know where it hits to be plus. See that? It's hitting her, shins, her knee. That's gonna be plus. But if it hits, up here, around her waist, and her thigh, so what I think about it for Laura is thigh or higher I mash. Thigh or higher I mash, anything lower I respect. Because there's either going to be 0 or it's going to be minus if it's any higher than the thigh. So that's a lot of times you can react with heavy bolt. But a lot of times, I just try to space out their bad dive kicks. Because if you're here and they don't have meter, it's really hard for them to space it out. You can whiff punish their dive kick. When they have meter, I start to respect their jumps a little bit more because of this. TK dive kick. TK dive kick is really obnoxious because of how fast it is. It's really, really quick. If you have V-ship, though, you can react to it with that and punish. But yeah, that's the actually it's such a good good tool against Cammy now is the V-shift. Now that you can be holding back and doing it as well, or holding forward, it makes it way more viable. And also they added some recovery to her EX dive kick and her VT dive kick. You just have to keep in mind, especially when they're in VT, them trying to bait it out and just doing normal jumps at you. Because a lot of times they could just do normal jump and you V-shift and you make it whiff. Or they delay the dive kick. If they delay the dive kick, they can catch you, which is kind of annoying. So they see them in the air and the UV shift. Yeah, so it's all about actually reacting to the startup of the dive kick, which can be really, really hard. So moving on to neutral, Laura's crouch jab is really, really effective against Cammy, especially when she has meter. Crouch jab buffers are going to be really essential to the footsie match against Cammy. You can use stand light kick as well, but that doesn't really work well against stand medium kick. Stand light punch works great against stand medium kick, but it doesn't work against crouch medium kick. So that's why crouch jab will work on both. crouch jab buffers are really, 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 really key to playing footsies against Cammy, in my opinion, because it will beat some of her like best pokes, stand medium kick, crouch medium kick, and it's kind of safe, especially if you're out here. You're gonna probably be safe from the stand heavy punch buffers, so that's going to be really effective, and because like, if you're hitting your own crouch medium kick, which is a good button, like, don't get me wrong, but you're gonna have to watch out for that crouch medium punch buffer, because she's gonna be looking to that to kind of get into with spiral arrow that way. Well, depending on the person you're fighting, but that's how I would play it. Another effective button, actually, it's kind of difficult because of like Cammy's good walk speed is roundhouse, because Cammy's her 4-frame punishes aren't really great. They're okay, don't get me wrong, they're okay, but they're not fantastic. The one that she gets a combo off of is stand light punch. Hey, there we go. See, a lot of other characters would be able to punish at this range. So, roundhouse is actually a pretty decent button to sometimes throw out against Cammy, in my opinion. You use sparingly, obviously. You don't want to be whipping a heavy button in front of Cammy. That's scary. But yeah, use sparingly, but you can definitely use it. There's some matchups where I would just never hit this button, like Sakura and like Ken. But against Cammy, I like to throw it around now and again. So when Cammy's on defense, I don't know, I like to mix strike, throws, command grabs, because like, yeah, command grabs are a little risky, but they just do so much damage. And once you get them to start moving, then you can start just looping pressure, or they get frustrated and they DP, and one DP punish against Cammy means like half their health, and it's just, you just gotta play it by ear. Just see how many risks you want to take, how many times you're winning neutral, because if you're not winning neutral a lot, you might want to play a little bit more safer, so you don't whip a command grab, they backdash, and like, yeah, now they're in already, and you're like, wow, it took me so long to win neutral, like, I lost it just like that. It's kind of difficult. It's just depends on your play style. But when they're on offense, oops, okay, I'm just gonna, whatever. Alright, so, sand light kick is annoying. It's really, really annoying. It's only a true blocks, not true blocks, a true frame trap is either they're hitting it meaty, which, don't get me wrong, she can do it and make this +2. But you have to do crouch jab or back medium punch to keep this an actual true frame trap. So if they're doing something like stand light kick and a crouch medium punch, even stand light kick and throw, you can jab out of that. So you can sometimes check their pressure to see if they're actually doing something real. Crouch light punch, 0 on block, so it's the same thing. Crouch jab, crouch medium punch, not real. Crouch medium punch, not real. So you gotta really check their pressure, because crouch medium punch has a lot of hit back. So they can't really do back medium punch after this. You can actually like backdash after certain strengths with crouch medium punch because of how like little pushback or lot of pushback there is. Like, yeah. So there's that. A lot of times, like in mid screen though, against Cammy, I'll just take the throw. Like, I try to just like let them throw me, especially like mid screen. And if I have a lot of health, like, they're not gonna get anything off of this. A lot of Cammys will actually like back, or they'll dash after their back throw too, and they're minus. Just keep that in mind. They're -1. Now when they're in the corner, the throws get a little bit more scary because of her walk speed, and then she can do like walk up, crouch, medium punch. That's why I'll delay a jab kind of heavy. to try to beat a walk up, because a lot of times they'll just do, this will be kind of a true meaty, or for like against like reversal 3 frames. So if you're delaying it, you'll be able to block the crouch medium punch and hopefully beat the walk up throw. Now if they walk up, delay, crouch medium punch, that's a different story. That's a different layer that they're adding onto. But yeah, it's scary. This is what you gotta avoid at all costs against Cammy, because yeah, she's very, very dangerous in the corner. I think this match was more simple than people think. I really think that just knowing the dive kick spacings and a lot of just be willing to block the dive kicks and challenge, I think that's really key. And your crouch jab buffers, those are going to really help you win against this character, because you're taking fewer risks than like the Cammy that's like doing bad dive kicks. So yeah, just keep it nice and simple against her. She's very dangerous when she gets you in the corner, so take the throw mid-screen and fight your way back out. That's about it. I love you guys. Be safe. Have a wonderful day.